Okay, I'm gonna need to try to do my best to get this out while the thoughts are still hot in my head. I've retreated back to the Yada Koan and the shrine where our family lives. This is our community shrine and park. To find a secluded little park over here where I can share what's on my mind. I just had a really nice 2-hour meetup with a friend, an acquaintance who I think I can now call a friend from LinkedIn, and Jim, Moe from YouTube. And we talked about a lot of things. Here's the bottom line. I think I'm gaining a better handle day by day on the state and circumstance of my mind relative to this new life. It's been almost a month, about half a week short of a month since I came back to Japan. And here is the bottom line. Like anyone living in a new circumstance, I need to find my footing. I need to find my place here. That includes whatever routines, new life activities, and things I'm going to do to make the best of, to make life here. And I think that if reason that this is different, and I wouldn't say I'm struggling. I would say I'm a little bit like, here's the thing. I'm like maybe like the first man and woman that go to live on Mars. When they get there, they're probably going to be well trained, well ready, they're familiar with what they're getting themselves into, but it's going to take some time to adjust, get used to the gravity, the atmosphere, the facilities or lack thereof, and the new way of life. My wife has a 6-month lead. She she was sent to Mars first 6 months ago, and she's established a ground station. Now remember, both of us are going without taking is the right word, burdens of our past life. I don't mean to say it that way necessarily, but I think that's the best word I can come up with. The burdens being the burden of work, the burden of parenthood, the burden of community responsibility. I know parenthood shouldn't be a burden, but it is a lot of work. So our daughter's grown, our careers are done, and we're disconnected from the place where we were living before, namely Southern California. Yumiko came over first, got herself a place, got herself a car, got herself established in our community. When I got here, she had a 6-month head start. So I think she's doing better than me, and I'm not doing bad, and I'm being honest. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it in any way. It's not like I'm having a crisis or anything like that, but I really am like that man arriving on Mars going, wow, okay, the gravity here is, I'm gonna walk around a little bit. The gravity here is a little bit different. I have to wear this spacesuit all the time. The atmosphere is strange. Everyone around here is different. When there isn't anybody on Mars, they get the picture, and I have to find my footing. 1 month in, I should still be just lucky if I can stand up without falling over, right? I mean, I'm just back. I think I'm ahead of the curve. I think I'm doing better than I had hoped because I'm working hard and actively on trying to find my footing, so to speak. Here's the thing, though. I have to pick my words carefully because these things can be taken as generalizations and taken the wrong way, which is going to happen anyway. I think that what Yumiko has done, I should use her as a model. What she has done is that now that she's done with being active motherhood, and now that her career is effectively done, she did continue to work for half a year until just last week, but it was only an hour a day or so it wasn't much. I think she's staked out her territory, and what we need to do is, okay, if we had come here like we did in 2003, with our responsibilities under tow, namely my responsibility to be the breadwinner and provide for the family, and her responsibility, Yumiko's responsibility, to be the mother and homemaker, then it would have been easy. We would have landed and we would have each set up shop with our respective role, right? And that's exactly what we did in 2003 when we came. I started making a living, and Yumiko started making a home and raising a kid. And we crossed paths, but those were our main two things. Now, Yumiko's had some time ahead, And what she's done is she's staked out her territory. Is now that she's not actively involved in motherhood anymore, now that she doesn't have a career, she's staked out the home as her territory. That's why I have been relieved of all responsibilities in the home. It's because that's her place. Now, it doesn't mean that that's the way it's always going to be. She may expand beyond that eventually and say, hey, Kurt, maybe you can help out with the laundry or something like that. And I'll be open for that when and if that time comes. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. As for me, I'm a different matter. I should talk with Yumiko about this. I wonder what it was like her first month in. Maybe she was in the same boat. I haven't got anything that I can anywhere that I can hang my hat, anywhere, any routine that I can rest my thing. I think this is why almost every day when I go for my walks, I wind up back at work, the school where I used to work down there. I always go back there. It's not because I want to go work there again. It's because I'm tracing out the familiar paths. My brain is going through the old circuits that I used to know. Maybe if we came to a community where we haven't lived before, it would be different. But we're back at where we are, where we used to live. I've got all this time, I'm working out and I'm automatically going back to the places. Like in yesterday's video, suddenly I was in front of the school. I'm back at school again. I know I'm going there, but I'm surprised when I get there. So here's the thing. I have to otherwise I could do that. I could just fall into that routine. And I could do two things. I could find a job if I want, if I can't see past anything else, I could just do that. Or, excuse this wind, look at these leaves, I could find something new. Now I know that's what I want to do, and I know exactly what it is. I'm going to dive into basically being softypapa 2.0. This means I need to break out of here. I need to do what my wife told me to do 2 weeks ago. She said, Kurt, get into the mountains, get up there. She knows so many things, and she doesn't have to speak them explicitly. Sometimes she just gives me the clues. The clue is I need to shed this thing that I am right now, this sane and sober man, and take this sane and sober man back into the mountains to be the person that I've always been, the man since I became a man, when I was a boy, and be it in earnest now, be it full time, and be it for the rest of my life. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Now it's time to head home and take care of a few things and maybe go for a hike. Deep thoughts done for now.